Aren't you glad? Yeah. Jazz. It's a hot summer's afternoon in upstate New York. I'm 6 or 7 years old. The air almost thick as flesh as a thunderstorm approaches. I sit on the porch, which is open to the street, and listen. This is my favorite time of the summer. Shorts and t-shirts or bare chests and glass and rain, which I love as long as I don't have to be in it. There's music afoot. The way the storm slows down the tempo of the block. The sound of tires from passing cars as they kiss wet brick. The drumming of soil and the swinging of ragweed as the sky finally cracks open. I sit on the porch, goose-pimpled, ears open. Sometimes it rains so hard, the clouds are so heavy, daylight faints into evening, and the summer air briefly catches a chill. Sometimes the thunder is so loud that we say God and his angels have taken the day off and gone bowling above our heads. Sometimes it rains and the sun comes out before the storm has ended, and somebody claims that the devil is beating his life. And we laugh, though we really don't know what the saying means or why the poor woman deserves it. What will fall from the sky? The cool wind rises to reclaim the sweat on my arms. I wait on the porch, delighted, terrified, too young to give these sounds a name. This is a song. This is a Billie Holiday poem that somebody at Cave Canem, one of the fellows, Avery Young, gave me. It's a story that he was telling about Billie Holiday. It wasn't a poem; it was a story about Billie Holiday. And this is I got that from this. And the title of the poem is "Deep Song," which is one of Billie Holiday's great performances. Because if you don't know it, run out and get it. It's fabulous. And I think you guys know that Billie Holiday and Lester Young were an idol, right? There's this great DVD, I think you can get it now, called The Sound of Jazz. It was done by CBS back in the late 50s, I think, early 60s. You know, way back in the day when you know, the networks actually thought they had a commitment to the arts. Remember those days, right? Before they all said, "Oh, PBS, send all PBS." But there's this great performance of you know, that Billie Holiday and Lester Young does. It's a blues, and they do this incredible song. And they hadn't seen each other for a long time. And you know how Billie Holiday's voice was towards the end of her career. It was spotty. You know, good days and bad days, but this was a good day. Her voice was on, and she was really hot, and you know, just Lester was there, and they were just, I mean, you can see it on tape. Then the song is over. It's the first time they played in years. And then the camera pans to the doorway. You see them in the door, talking to one another. I mean, the door opens up, I guess it's West 53rd Street, something like that. And they walk out the door and turn. You see them going in opposite directions. That's the last time they see each other alive. Okay? And you get that. Lester dies before Billie. So, deep song. These motherfuckers won't let me sing. Billie Holiday will not be allowed to raise her voice at Lester Young's funeral. She won't be allowed. She is a scarlet woman. The mourners are scandalized. He was sweet, and now he's gone. He was hers, and his wife won't have it. These motherfuckers, that's love. That's the understanding of how long he's been gone, how long he'll be gone. It's deep, down in her cells. It's awful, just terrible. Right in a church. She's showing it right in a church. What are you going to do about it, Harlem? That voice, that broken bottleneck voice. She wants his sax around her vocal cords. She wants his pork pie pulled rough against her skin. Her body is a horn. Let me sing about love, she thunders. Let me sing about love. You do one more before I bring the band on. And this started off as being a elegy for 9/11, but it accidentally became sort of a tribute to Sekou Sambiara, because he appears in the poem. He was alive when he appears in the poem, but suddenly realized, there's a reason why I put him in there. So. It's called Communion. After the fall of the towers, it's hard to leave our apartments, pull our eyes from the television, stuck on instant replay, so many angles, so many lenses, all this work and effort, just to be told they're gone, again and again. How to deal with this invitation now seemingly from another planet to come and read poetry at a downtown bar. For the first time in my life, poetry feels a bit foolish. The thought of a grown man reading verse aloud, a half mile from a mass graveyard, the wreck of things too numerous to list, a shamble so loud it still rattles in our astonished brain pans, even after all these weeks. And I hear my parents' early doubts. What sort of work is this? The words that say, I love jazz, my singing about mice, the things I overhear then slot into stanzas. After saying no to one or two of these, maybe it's the memory of my dead dad, getting up, rolling out, can't recall a sick day on the job that plops me in the cab, his soft, wordy boy. Maybe I'm only doing what the sun-burnt grass on our lawn of steak does, but doesn't die off. Soon curls slowly toward the light and air, tender, relentless. Maybe I need what the small crowd that gathers here needs, the boom of Sekou Sandiara's voice. Though the sirens remind us and the streets are spare and ghostlit, and we still don't know